Just James here bringing you yet another video. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so excited to talk about one of my favorite, honestly my favorite video game character of all time. Yeah, I'm gonna say it, she's my absolute favorite. She's the GOAT, she's everything to me. She is Miss Jill Valentine. Now, when I started this project of making dolls of like custom IP characters, like famous IP characters, there's one in particular I really wanted to like do. She was on the list, my like list of 50 women that I want to do, of like people who are really influential and most iconic for me growing up, and no one was more impactful than Jill Valentine from the Resident Evil franchise. She made her debut in 1996 with the first Resident Evil video game, where she was wearing her iconic STARS uniform. But the one I decided to do today was yet another one where she fully took over the franchise. She was the girl of her own game. She had her own game. It was Resident Evil 3 Nemisis Jill Valentine, where it truly turned a new page for me, because out of her uniform, she's fully independent. She is doing a mission all by herself and trying to save Raccoon City all on her own. Like, everything is falling on her little bare shoulders inside her tube top and her black leather mini skirt. Yes, honestly, she's the best dressed woman in the zombie apocalypse, Miss Jill Valentine. Now, I adore the character of Jill Valentine. I think she's gone through a lot of different stages and a lot of different modes. I feel like they need to put a little more respect on Jill Valentine's name when it comes to character development, because those later games, it gets a little wily, it gets a little squirrely. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love it. I also didn't love the bleached hair. She should have stayed a brunette. Honestly, coming from me, that's a little laughable, but that's just my own opinion. But I've always loved Jill Valentine because she's one of the very first, like, strong female characters where she was very rarely sexualized and just kind of, like, existed as being this powerful, really efficient soldier that got the job done. She could play piano, like, she was good at solving puzzles, and she was carrying that whole franchise on her back for a hot second there, okay? Like, Miss Jill Valentine, she does the damn thing. So I wanted to pay homage to her and make her in doll form. Honestly, a challenge I was looking forward to doing, because the outfit in itself, when I broke it down, was very, very simple to do. Now, her costume is essentially a tube top and a leather skirt with a sweater wrapped around the waist. Now, that solo in the spotlight pattern got used again. Like, it was the perfect pattern to use for this, where I could create a faux one piece of this look, where it's basically the tube top and the mini skirt combined. And the only real problem I had was finding what I was going to use for the sweater, because like everything else can be so bulky, tied around her waist. So I had to get creative. I actually had a set of like yoga clothes that I got from Amazon. They're like white yoga leggings that I just cut up and compromised and tied around her waist to create like that look that she has a sweater on. And I think it really, really works at the end of the day. Like, it truly does look like she's wearing the sweater around her waist. And I actually had to do some custom molding for this build. I had to custom make boots for her, because Jill has very distinctive go-go boots on for this. They're like boots that have a buckle on it. You know, those like autumn girlies, the pumpkin spice boots. She's wearing those. The brown pumpkin spice boots. So I had to make those, a little buckle on the side. And it was actually a really enjoyable build. Like, it was all very, very simple, because the rest is all reusable assets. It's just plain lily body, which I'm so pleased to do. The face up was a lot of fun. I wanted to play with doing a lot more muted palette. I didn't want to have a really extreme makeup, so I just did like a subtle smoky eye and a little bit of like pouty pink lips, because she's surviving the apocalypse, all right? Although I do like that about Jill Valentine. When you play Resident Evil 3, like the original, she was not skipping the glamour, okay? She's like, I still gotta look cute. Like, I don't care if zombies are attacking me, Nemisis is chasing me, I don't care, I still gotta look cute. So she's wearing her little blue tube top and her mini skirt and her go-go boots, and she's gonna fight some zombies, and she's gonna save the city. Ish. But what biggest challenge of this had to be doing the bob. She has a very, very distinct bob haircut, cropped very, very short up to her ears, and it has to look a very certain way, and it has to cut a certain way, so it doesn't get to like Karen territory. Like, it's a very distinct early 2000s video game character bob, where if you ever notice, like, a lot of those characters, especially female characters, they all had bobs. They all had like a sickening bob, cut short, and it worked really, really well with their characters because, well, at them days, they didn't want to animate a lot of hair. You saw how Trish looked in Devil May Cry, okay? Like, she's got that long hair that looks like a plank. They weren't doing all that. And imagine, like, how many polygons it took to do Claire's ponytail. When it came to Jill, you could tell they were cutting corners. Like, she's going to get a bob, a sassy-ass bob, and we're going to make up for it in the outfit. But without further much ado, let me show you what I came up with. Let's take a look at the iconic Miss Jill Valentine. Da 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 da. Here she is, Miss Jill Valentine, and I had to say, girl, she is cute. I think she is so cute. Like, it's definitely a fun little designer. Like, imagine like a designer Barbie doll form of Jill Valentine. Like, it'll never happen, but these are the things of my dreams, okay? These are the things I always wanted to see growing up. I always wanted like a Jill Valentine like Barbie doll, and I have it now. And there's little subtle touches I did, like she has little pink nail polish just to make it more doll-like. And I think she's super cute. Again, her makeup is super understated. She has a small brown smoky eye, a wing eyeliner, subtle blush, peach, as well as peach pink lipstick, like coral peach. It was a very natural, muted kind of palette. She's definitely the most toned down of all the dolls I've done so far. A lot of the girls are really caked up and dolled up with makeup. She's a little more subdued. It's like she's got to look cute, you know? It's that bare-faced look before it was even a thing. But I think she looked out super, super cute. Like, I think the tube top was actually turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. And it's all found materials. Like, this doll was relatively very inexpensive to do. The only thing I really had to go out and source and buy was just the brown thread, the brown yarn to make her hair. Other than that, all the stuff I had and was able to pull up and pull together from found materials I've already had growing, like just collecting throughout the years. So I'm very pleased about that. This is Miss Jill Valentine, the iconic video game character from the Resident Evil franchise. Put some respect on her name, okay? Miss Jill Valentine, she's everything, and I adore her. My goodness, yeah, this is some like childhood dreams right here. Like, I always wanted like a doll I could use as Jill Valentine. I remember I had the action figure, that horrible Toy Biz action figure where she's like frozen in one pose, and she came with a big ass rocket launcher. And her proportions were all over the place. What was with the 90s and their weird proportioned action figures? But no, I'm glad I can add her to the collection. I think she's perfect for the shelf. She'll slot right in with all these powerful women I have behind me. And this is definitely one of those women of video games that you need to remember and recognize, Miss Jill Valentine, okay? She kicked down some doors. Now, she shot the door off the hinges with her rocket launcher, all right? Her quad barrel rocket launcher. Yes, honestly, I was racking my brain. It's like which Resident Evil girly I wanted to do, who I thought was like iconic for the franchise, and it's like a no-brainer. Like Jill, it has to be Jill. It was always Jill. It was always going to be Jill. She's the most iconic female character. Claire being a very, very close second, then Ada, then Shiva, then maybe Rebecca. Ashley, you're not even a thought. Yes. But honestly, I love her. I think she looks so, so good. And I'm going to place her right here because I also want to do a little unboxing for you today. I just got back from DesignerCon and I want to show off some of the goodies that I got, okay? Now, I have here, first things first, from another franchise. I saw this and I immediately wanted it because I love puppets. It is the Lois Griffin puppet, Saggy Maggie. I saw it, it's like, oh no, I have to have that. Peter! Oh my goodness, yeah. It's one of those things like you see it, like, I have to have it. I don't even know why I needed it, but I had to have it. I might use it to draft some patterns and make puppets with, because this is actually a really good design. Maybe I'll take her apart and pattern it and make an independent character for the channel. It's a project, another project I'll add to the pipeline. But I love the way she's designed, because I could study it and see how they did it, especially the saggy boobs. And I also have a fashion doll I want to show off. This is Rune. She is fabulous. Me and Hexgen actually were at DesignerCon together, and we talked to this artist for almost an hour. Like, we talked her ear off. But I think she is super, super cute. It's from Isabel Anderson, her character Rune, and she is the Little Witch vinyl doll. She makes resin printed dolls like I do, only hers are like super detailed ball jointed dolls that are so beautiful. And I actually was like so compelled by her like presence and her story and everything that I had to like take one home for myself. So I bought a Rune. Let's see how she looks. The box art is really, really cute. Like, check that out. And also she has her cat. Yeah, she's a magical girl doll, a teenage girl, 17. It says here, Rune Silver Frost is just your average 17-year-old. If your average 17-year-old sold love potions on the black magic market and had a best friend who was an overweight black cat named Buzzle Bob for short. Rune lives with her grandmother, Marcella, a 178-year-old witch, after her parents disappeared during a spell gone bad. She's determined to find them one day, but first, she's got to finish her witch training. Love it already, okay? I love me a witch. As you all know, I can love witches, okay? So I was already sold. Let's take a look at Miss Rune, the fashion doll. This is her. I already took the liberties of taking her out of the wrappings. But that's her. Check her out. She's super cute. This is a fabulous vinyl doll. Like, look at the face on that. Super, super cute. Also, I love the blue hair. I'm almost compelled to give her, like, a different hairstyle, but I think she's super cute. I'm excited to add her to my collection. And she is got some layers to her. Like, she's got a lot of clothes. Like, super cute, super, it's totally like a girl I would have hung out with in high school. I gotta get a little witch's cottage to put her in, but she's so, so cute. And also, she's got some big old feet, which also, Isabel was sweet enough to send me. If you buy a rune, she will give you the STL files to create heels and stuff. Like, she'll send you shoes. So that's super, super cool as well. I love that. So I think she's super, super cute, and I'm obsessed with like the long sleeves, like the sleeves that go over the hands. Every girl I knew in high school wore their sleeves like that, their hoodies. It's such a fun teenage touch that I kind of love when it comes to dolls. Like, it's very much gives that personality of a teenager. Just the fingertips peeking through underneath the sweater. So, so cute. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video of me talking about my wonderful creation of Jill Valentine, as well as showing off some of the stuff I got at DesignerCon. Now, if you guys want to see another custom doll, please let me know. Please let me know what your ideas are, because I'm always looking out. I have my own idea of like dolls I want to add to my collection, because I eventually want to do an art show down the line, I think. I have a big idea for an art show, but I have to get at least 50 dolls under my belt before I even consider doing it. So let me know what you guys think. What's your favorite video game character? Please let me know down below. I'm excited to read the comments and see what you guys say. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, remember, dolls are fun and dolls are for everyone. All right, take care of yourselves. Bye!